All there?
Yes, Kirti.
Okay, so we're going to start off. Great evening, everyone. Welcome to the 15th episode of Beautiful Minds, a live chat show with unsung heroes around the world with me, QC. Today, I have got with me a lady who believes that the biggest adventure in life is to live your dreams. And for her, conquering mountains are like a piece of cake. So I have got a person. She's Ajita Madan. She is the founder of Ends Adventure and Alak, which is all ladies group adventure group, and she is an adventure racer. So Ajita, welcome to my show.
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
That's great. All right, how is the weather there? Now all set right now?
Yeah, it is Bangalore. So anything can happen any day, but the weather is good and it's fine. It's still raining, but yeah, it's good. Weather is good.
Is it? Because I still remember the pictures which I have checked out recently of yours, where I could see that it's flooding and you were doing kayaking in that flood. So yeah, I know why people call you adventure racer.
Adventure life? Yeah, you just have to go with it. But yes, we had our own bit of fun while it was raining and flooding in Bangalore.
Great. I know people out here in Kerala, they actually get scared when it is flood and how to overcome this. But I think that video or that picture has to be shared to people out here as well to show that we can do adventure when even it's flood rather than just getting scared and being out of it.
Yeah. Safety first. Yes. After that, anything you can do it. So how is the weather over there?
All right. It's again raining for the past 2 days. It's heavily raining here without a full stop to it. It's just raining. But right now, the area where we stay, it is we don't have a flood or anything out there. But I hope things are safe on the other part of it. As it's COVID time, it's been a long time. I have stepped out of the house. So I'm not sure whether what is surroundings happening, but it is really heavily raining here.
Okay. Good luck to both of us.
Same here. I also probably have to get a kayak to do the kayaking if it floods here. I hope it doesn't flood here at all.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's go down with a show here. Asha, I actually told the viewers in our post that you will be sharing about your journey as an adventure racer. So let's start the story from the corporate life of yours, which you have shared with me. 8 years of corporate life.
Yeah, I think it's not that long. Just 8 years. Yeah, but yes, I worked in corporate for 8 years with different sectors. So my last company was automobile industry.
Okay.
And so yeah, the life was good. You get your fixed salary, paid job, and you have so many things to do in your corporate career. But again, something was missing for me. I would say I wanted to do more. I wasn't so happy with my corporate life, just working in this 4 cubicle. So I would start by telling from my school days, I was an athlete. And when I finished my schooling, I was like, okay, what's next? What's after that? And then as usual, just like everyone, you finish your studies, you finish your graduation, get a job and get settled. Yes, of course. So that's when, while working, I had something like, no, there is something which should excite me. There should be something which should motivate you to get up every day and experiment what you're capable of doing. Or so there are those elements should be there in your life. So that is something which motivated me. And I was actually really happy with my corporate job. I learned so much. I made a lot of friends and the career was all good. Then suddenly that something which was inside me, there's something missing. So just what is that missing part? I have to figure it out. Then when I started exploring, I started going outdoors with my friends. So my friends were actually who pushed me or just showed me the other picture of adventure, who showed me, okay, what more I can do or what is which I'm going to like it. Then that's when I thought, okay, this is something which is exciting. This is something which I'm enjoying more. So why not just pursue? Why not just give a try? This is something at that time I was like, whether this is actually I'm going to do it, I don't know. I thought, no, just let's see how it goes. then it was at some point I had to take a call, whether this or that, whether you're going to follow your passion, whether you're going to live your dream, or you're just going to continue your corporate career. Yeah, I have done 8 years. It may be another 16 years or maybe more than that. But it's somewhere you have to take that risk and you have to talk to yourself. What do you want from your life? How that's going to change, which will keep you happy. So that was that point I decided, okay, let's do this. Let's call it a quit and start a new beginning. It's the beginning of a new adventure.
All right. So is that how the Nth adventure came into place? And then you went on with Alag as well. Can you just let us know something about Nth adventure, the history behind Nth adventure, and your thought about Alag?
Yes. So when actually I was into adventures. I was doing a lot of hiking, cycling, and doing a lot of things when I was in corporate. So every weekend I will be outdoors. Monday to Friday I'm working. Every Saturday, Sunday I'm just out. I just look for, okay, where some event is happening, which friend of mine is going somewhere. So I'll be just looking at all those things. Okay, no, I want to go. So it was just simply that. But after you cross certain things, like after you complete few things, you will want to look for more opportunities. You want to look for what's next for you, what next you would like to do. So that's when I've come across, while researching, while doing so many things and meeting so many people, I realized there are so many things which are yet to do and which are not yet available in India, which are, if I'm excited, if I share that thing with someone else also get excited. But to do certain things, we don't have that platform and that awareness and that infrastructure in India. So that's when I thought, okay, why not create a platform where we can connect those adventures with adventure enthusiasts. So Nth adventure is just like, it's an infinite adventures. So adventure world is really, really big. It's up to individuals' interests. It is up to an individual what they want to do, or they want to pursue, or they want to just have a one of a lifetime kind of experience, or they want to make that as a career, or they want to. So you see, everything is, the perception of adventure is entirely different. So it's up to individuals. So we wanted to have that kind of platform when we heard about adventure racing, when we heard about orienteering, when we heard about rogating. So there are certain words which were new to me. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. This is something, if this is exciting me, why it will also excite other people. And in India, we have enough what do you call it? India is so vast. You just name it, India has it. So that's where we thought, okay, Nth Adventure is going to be that platform where we are talking about these adventures, when we are creating awareness, when we are letting people know about these things. Because those adventures build you as a person, and it will make you realize what you're capable of and how you can impact the lives of so many other people. So with adventures, we try to touch base on all these points. We are not just making you run, or we are not just making you have fun. In indirect way, you are letting your country grow. You're letting your boost the tourism. You're letting everyone experience certain level of risk, certain level of competition. So all those things is like combined in Nth Adventure. And when I talk about Nth Adventure, Alag is very, very close to my heart. So Alag is similar to Alag is a Hindi word which means unique and different. So I believe every person, not just a female or male, every person is unique and different in their own ways. So when I initially started hiking, okay, I had my group of friends with me. So I was very comfortable with them, hiking, going, exploring, to go 2 days trip or a 10 days or a week. But when I talk to other females, when I talk to other my trek mates, they are not that comfortable, and there are many reasons they told me. Their family reasons, and they don't feel themselves they're strong enough to go as compared to boys. So there's so many reasons were there. But when I started Alag, and when then people started joining, and when then people started coming in, believe me, there are females, there are girls who support each other. They can carry the weight. They can walk for a number of kilometers. They can survive on their own. They can pitch their own tent. They can help the other female. So they are so strong. But what happens is, maybe it is just that psychological thing, or maybe they were put across into a corner ki, no, okay, we will take care. So this is just, I'm giving you my personal experience, but there are so many cases
Okay.
I have heard they want a platform where they can be together, where they can learn, they can make friends, they can do everything on their own without thinking or without any judgment. So that's when the alag came into picture. I want more females, I want more girls to go and experience these kind of adventures, experience themselves, live themselves, and just support each other. So that's how Alag started, and we are doing it. We do a lot of workshops for females. We share a lot of stories. We connect. We go for 1 day hikes, 2 day hikes, sometimes more than that. We go international trips. But it's everything is like, okay, there should be a love, there should be a passion, there should be support for each other. And at the end, you should impact and you should set an example for other people. It is just your life, and you can do each and everything.
Ajita, one thing which no strikes me, which I thought I should ask you about the same, that when you started this adventure, no, the group of Nth Adventure, or let that be Nth, or let that be
Yeah.
the allied part of it, there were a lot of challenges you might have faced, isn't it? Because especially being a woman, as you said, when you started, people used to wonder that like women doing a lot of adventure. So did you also have the same problem? Like, did you have the same challenges to be faced till now, until you have reached into the success of both the no ventures? Did you have the challenges in the beginning stage of it?
Absolutely. My own struggle of challenges and my own struggle of they were both for me as well. So when I initially started, yes, of course, because it was my curiosity to learn more or to train myself more. But when I'm explaining to someone, when I'm talking to someone, you
Okay.
can't expect the same kind of
Mm-hmm.
excitement from the same person, because everyone is different,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's interest is different, their physical is different, and their physical. So I had my own shares of challenges and success. So initially, yes, of course, when you talk about adventures, when you talk about outdoors, so earlier, and when I come across, I gave a thought, okay, I want to do something like this. I want to have a career in this, which, yes,
Mm-hmm.
till my schooling, I never aware of, like there is some career where women oriented careers, and people can go as a female, you can be so many things, so many professions while you are in outdoors. But when I shared this idea, so not everyone was so welcoming, I would say. Because what excitement and what knowledge you have, you can't expect the other person to have the same kind of knowledge. You have to tell
Exactly.
them each and everything. You have to make them aware. You have to show so many things, and you're like, okay, this is something I want to do. This is what I want to pursue in my life, and this is what keeps me excited.
Mm-hmm.
So it took time for me, it took while, even friends or family, but they will understand that, because they're your friends, they're your family, but you should be willing to talk to them, you should be willing to explain them and answer the questions. Yes, then there is a society who will take you, okay, you're a girl and there's not much scope, or after certain age what you will do, in a government job you can work till 60 years, but in adventures it's not like that. It's always you're living on the edge, so you don't know what's going to happen. But it's up to you. You have to be ready for to answer such questions. It's up to you whether you are willing to take that risk with your life. So for me, that was the risk. Okay, that is what keeping me happy. That's what I'm gonna make other people happy. If there are people around me, if they are gonna be happy, if I'm inspiring them, if I'm giving them some kind of a moment to live on or remember for life, I'm happy to do that. So I told my family, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna quit, and we're gonna start this venture. And a lot of questions, a lot of answers, but at the end they supported it. So that was the best part for me in my case. They supported it. They said, "Ki, yes, if you want to do it, okay, go ahead, give a try." So my husband was supportive, my family, my in-laws were supportive, my friends were supportive. So now, for whatever adventures I go on, so now there are times where I'm away from home for a month, I'm away from home for more than 3 months, but they understand that I go and miss my home, I do all those things, but yes, at the end they know this is what keeping me alive, this is what keeping me happy. They understand and they support. So this is something like, the main challenge is, yes, you have to stand and talk for yourself. Nobody is going to represent your dream. It's up to you. You have to tell, you have to share your dream. If you believe in yourself, you can convince the world will be there. There are people who have reached certain heights. There are so many women inspirations in adventure sports who have climbed so many big mountains, who have been leading treks, who have been porters. There are so many examples. I'm not sure whether I can be one among them, but I can be an example for myself. Yes, I tried to do something and I did something. If it doesn't work, doesn't work. At least I gave a try. So these kind of challenges is the first thing you say, okay, you are a girl, you're going to do this. Are you sure? And this outdoor space is like male dominating for over the years, but now you can see so many females are going forward. So many females are leading the treks. So many females are like sharing their passion, their story. So that is the kind of an inspiration. And now the world is open. Anyone can go and learn and do so many things.
All right, viewers, I wanted to share one more thing about what Ajita told me, which found me really interesting. That she's been saying that I have gone through all these challenges, but my family supported me. But let me tell you that she's married, and she told me that her backbone is her husband. So women out there, please don't think that it is not possible. Women have to take care of their family, their husband commitments and things. But yes, this is a real good example to let you know that there are people who are being supported completely by their family as well as their a husband as well. So that was something which really fascinated me when you said when you decided to quit from your corporate job, it was your husband who said, okay, no problem, go ahead and do what you love to do. So it is really great to hear about that. Okay. Now, Ajita, can you just tell us that what are the career opportunities for the women in this adventure race? Like when you go for this, people might be wondering, like, okay, you left your job, you are doing something like this, but does it really have some career, or what are the career opportunities which you can just share with us?
Yes. So the world is vast. The career opportunities are vast. So if you are interested, if anyone is interested, they can just go and explore. So adventure world is really, really big. So when I started it, or maybe I will say like when I was doing my schooling, I have not heard of like you have so many career options or professions in outdoors. But now when I got into it, when I started exploring, I did a lot of my trainings and I went my solo trip. Then I realized there are so many females and there are so many events happening which look for female adventurers. So there's so these things is like are not actually publicizing anywhere, or you're not being taught into the schools where, okay, you do this, you like this, you can go. So there's no curriculum as such set on these kind of sports or which touch these topics. We rarely find. It's only like when you go outdoors, when you meet people, you get to know, okay, they're doing wonders, they're earning well, they're happy, they are settled, and they get to travel, they get to do things which keeps them excited. So now if someone is a good photographer or someone is a good climber, so you can be an adventure photographer, you can be an adventure videographer, you can climb, you can shoot expeditions, if you're a good climber, you can be a climbing instructors. There are a lot of international races happens around. Okay, this is my friend. So there are so many options available. And for example, there are a lot of adventure resorts. There are a lot of female interested people who want to go and do things. But if you don't have a female instructor or a female person guiding you, assisting you, how to wear a harness or how to tie a rope, how to put this carabiner on. So see, there are so many things, so many options available, which are males are doing. The guys are doing amazing. But if you have a female on those sectors, so just imagine the interest level and the people who want to get into those professions. So there are a number of adventure resorts, there are a number of expeditions happens, there are a number of race events happens where they need people, skilled people. So mountains, adventures don't judge based on gender. It can be anyone. If you have the right skill, if you have the right adventure attitude, and you can survive any situation, anyone can do that job.
All right. You said about the climbing part, you said about the adventure part, but how do you keep yourself fit to do this? Because fitness is something very important, isn't it? So how do you keep yourself fit, and how do you train the people, those are coming to your group for an adventure trip? Do you give them real good instructions? Is there any preparation which they have to do prior to it before they start the trip with you? Can you just brief us something on that?
Yes, yes, yes. So the fitness is prime most important thing I would say in outdoors and adventure. And so every adventure. So how to put this? So every adventure you go, you have to prepare your body. Only a person, like I know my body, my strength, my weaknesses. So every person has their own strength and weaknesses. So if you believe, okay, you have preparing, you're gonna go for some adventures. It could be a 10 days or a month long adventure. You have to spend time and you have to start observing your body from day one. The more you put efforts and training for your body, the more you can enjoy. That's a simple way to put across. It is no view or like nothing. You can't expect in a mountain where you carry your body weight along with your 30 kgs of backpack and someone you're tired, you're expecting someone else to do that for you. At that altitude and that weather, it's not possible. Okay. There are some people who do it, but still you have to be fit if you want to enjoy any adventure. So what we do in our adventures is again based on adventure to adventure. If it's a one day, we give them training instruction like what they can do, how they can keep themselves fit. For example, during this lockdown, we were telling them, okay, steps are the best place to do hiking or do. And we had this virtual races and there we introduced a couple of activities. And then if it's a week long, we give them a schedule, how they have to do for their upper body, their lower body, and their endurance, their strength, their core. So there's so many things which goes onto it, again, adventure to adventure. But believe me, if your body is fit, if you're all good, so that you can enjoy any adventure to the max.
All right. Just one thing I wanted to ask you, it's a very personal question that you have been to a lot of places for adventures, isn't it? Which is one thing that you always remember, or a moment or an adventure which you always cherish with you? Whoever asks you, like, which is the best adventure which you have been? So is there something which comes directly, like quick on your mind?
Yeah, for me, it is like the only thing which I remember and which I enjoy is talking to strangers, learning the culture and learning the lifestyle of other people. If I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you, but the same privilege is not being to so many other people. But when you go to such remote places, they are so humble. They share their food. They give you shelter. They will give you the ample knowledge, like how they're surviving, how they're living, how their generations been together. So world is all about that. It's just connecting with all those tribes, connecting with all those people who are willing to share their passion, who are willing to share their love, irrespective of your language you speak, countries you come from, what color you are, what gender you are. No. So it is just that human touch. Is that's something which I always come with. When I come back home, I come back with those memories. And that is the one thing which I always remember. And I'll tell you, people should travel just for this, just to experience all these things.
So if I'm right, if I'm right in a nutshell, all the trips that you have done, all the adventures that you have done are memorable and to be cherished always, is it?
Yes, yes, because every adventure you learn something, every trip you learn something. Whether you realize, okay, how far you have come, or how people you have met, or how privileged you are. It will make you realize that at some or the other point.
That's great. Ajita, before we wind up our show, because I told you in the initial step itself that once we start talking, we'll never know that the time is just, just to wind up the episode. But before ending up, what is the message that you would like to tell the audience out here or to my viewers? Being an adventure racer, being a founder of two adventure ventures, what is the message that you would love to tell them?
I would say to everyone, just live your dreams. We all have got one life. Amplify as much as possible. It's just be the driver of your life. There are so many things or so many adventures, so many moments in life which are yet to be explored. And again, come down to us. No, don't regret that moment. Just go talk to your family, talk to your friends. If nobody is there, okay, we are here. I'm here. come over, let's go for a hike, let's talk. So there are so many things, but you should never let your dreams die. You should just go explore the world. There's so many things which we can learn, which will make us realize how much capable we are. And you don't know in some or the other way how we are going to impact the life of someone else. We don't know. And but that smile, that someone coming and telling you, I enjoyed being with you, I'm happy what you're doing, so that's something which keeps you happy. And for me, it's personally, that's the only thing. I live for that happiness. I live for those moments, which the small moments, which I get it on every adventure. And I come back with a lot of friends. I come back with a lot of learnings, mistakes, which not to be repeated. So there's so many things. But people should never forget to live their dreams.
Thank you so much, Ajita. People out there, I know you might be having a lot of questions to ask, or later on, those who view this video would definitely love to know more about Nth Adventure and Alak. So I will be mentioning their Instagram page below this video so that you can just quickly go there and contact them and explore. The people out there, those are really, person who would love to travel, this is the best place where you can explore, because you have got people with attitude that adventure is in our blood and you can just do anything if you really have the great passion. So thank you so much, Ajita, for being a part of my show today and sharing all your experiences with me. Is there anything else you would like to wind up with?
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you so much for having me here. But I just want to tell you, a great initiative what you are doing. You're bringing people from different of life and different females. I saw your previous videos and all the guests you have, those who have come to your show. They are so amazing and so inspiring. Please continue doing this, and I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you so much, dear, for all your wishes, and we'll try it out. Like as I always say, my viewers before winding up, like next weekend again, I'll have another interesting person with me. Today you had a great experience about traveling. And let me also tell you one thing that Ajita is from Bangalore. She's born and brought up in Delhi, but she's right now in Bangalore. And if you go and check her Insta page right away, you will find that before 2 days, it was flooded out all over her house, and she was enjoying that part. That is how we started our conversation with. So adventure is just near to you. You just need to explore it. That's how I would say. And thank you once again. And viewers, thank you so much for supporting us again on this episode of Beautiful Minds. So as I always say, keep supporting. And next weekend, again, you will have another interesting person in our show to share their experience. So until and unless, it is bye-bye from both of us.
Yes, bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. I hope we'll see each other on next adventure soon.
All right. Thank you so much, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.